My name's Elliot and I work here at the University of Sydney as a postdoctoral researcher. Our research mostly focuses on marine biology and more specifically invertebrates. At the moment, I'm working on how those invertebrates cope with climate change and specifically looking at oysters. So oysters are incredibly important in two ways. The first is that they're a really important food source. Oysters are the most important aquaculture species in New South Wales, and they're at the moment worth about $32 million to the state. So they're quite important in an economic and food source sense, but they're also really important to the environment. So while they're a food source for people, they're also a food source for animals. They form the basis of a lot of ecosystems because of the habitat that they form, and they also clean the water by filtering algae and a lot of particles out of the water. So oysters are important in a lot of different aspects, and we know that they're probably going to be affected by climate change. So at the moment, we're trying to work out how that might happen in the future. Data enables us to measure their physiology, their growth, their size, and also not only measure it, but analyze it and compare it to other data sets that we've collected for these animals. Animals like oysters all start off as males, and then as they get older, some turn into females, and this can depend on the environment. So what we looked at was how climate change could be affecting the ratio of males to females. We did this by doing an experiment where we collected the data on the amount of males and females of oysters. We then subjected them to climate change conditions, and then we collected data again on the number of males and females, and we were able to use that data to compare whether climate change was having an effect on the sex ratios, and we found that it is. So warming and acidifications of the oceans actually was affecting the ratio of males to females of oysters, causing there to be more female oysters. One of my favourite data visualizations was actually from this same research that I just discussed, and it showed very clearly that we can see there's more female oysters under the acidified treatments in this experiment. I find data important because it's able to tell a story, but for our data, we use categorical data, so it's really important for us to use linear models to be able to tell the difference among treatments and to test whether our data sets are different to each other. Data science is going to have a really important future in our research because powerful statistical models and analysis techniques are becoming increasingly available to researchers like myself. This is enabling us to do analyses and comparisons that we haven't been able to do in the past, and also extract more information from any set of data. To a new data science student, I would say really focus and learn on the upcoming technologies, because emerging technologies now are going to be the important technologies of the future.